What's up? What's up? What's up? So I wanted to come on here and just say, um, well, I've realized some of my videos have gotten some views now, so I don't just want to be going on tangents about just stuff, and I actually want like a more structured videos. Even though this will probably end up being a tangent, I don't really care. But I just wanted to say that everything does end up working out. As long as you stay consistent, you stay doing what you got to do, and you never quit, everything does work out. I can now say that. Literally in February of this year, I was failed business, so I was pretty much broke. I had like $2,000 to my name. I put $20,000 into a business. That it failed, and I wouldn't say it failed, but it just didn't. It was just more of a mistake, if anything. So $20,000 pretty much down the drain. That same week, the girl that I say that's probably my first relationship, she left that same week. So right then and there, I was literally at rock bottom. I went from having like $25,000 to literally $2,000. I went to having $25,000 and a girlfriend to $2,000 and no girlfriend. And just a messed up headspace. Right, so I would say I had a messed up headspace for a majority of mine, like teen years. Majority of my teen years, actually all of them, just like 14 and plus, I had just like this messed up mindset. So yeah, fucked up mindset and everything down the drain. That was me in February. Smoking a lot of weed, no direction, no passion. I'm just gonna be real here. Like, handling guns, like, as in, like, wanting to be a thug. What else? Selling just weed and shit. Just literally kind of fucked up, really fucked up. Like, I can't even compare that person to me now. Right, and then after I hit, like, pretty much rock bottom, I had no money. The girl, I would say, is pretty much my first, it wasn't really a relationship, but it was like my first kind of, like, I had feelings for her. So those left, and I was just a messed up mind space. So rock bottom. It took me to hit rock bottom to pick up a Bible, pray every day, and just like rebuild myself. Rebuild myself is what I started doing. I want to say it was February like 23rd. It's the day it all started. Started praying. I don't know if you know Father Lazarus. Shout out to him. He had a big impact on my faith and everything. So yeah, I hit rock bottom. I started praying, reading my Bible, everything like that. And then March 13th came around. What's that, like 20 days later? March 13th came around. I remember I was still like in a very bad space, just praying and literally hoping for the best. And I ran into this book. It was an audio book I ran into on YouTube. It's called silent practices of abundance. And there's just like maybe 10 to 15 different rituals in there that you would do. Like some you would wake up at 3 a.m., do them then. Some you would do like before the sunrise, you have to do. Some's at night before you go to bed. And I just started doing all of those, like literally all of those. It's just like, and then it put me in a really good mindset, put me in a really good mind space. I remember I was just, before I even knew what visualizing was, I was visualizing just like kind of where I wanted things to go. Hey, I'm not talking, I was probably the best visualizer back then that I am now. Like I was literally like really good at it. And I have probably a better energy, like I had more positive energy than I do even right now back then. Like, what is it, 4 or 5 months ago now? It's almost August. This was March. So yeah, I would do those every day, like religiously. And I had the rituals written down in this notebook. I would carry this notebook literally everywhere. I wouldn't let it leave my sight, just because it was silent practices. I didn't want anyone to look at it. I thought it would fuck everything up if people looked at this. So I didn't want anybody looking at it. So that's what I did. I just kept it in my eyesight, literally 24/7, and I slept with it right by my bed. Like I ensured nobody was looking at this. I just did those rituals like for 2 months straight, religiously, not really missing any of those. Maybe I missed like one. That's it. I would do like probably like 10 a day. And I would wake up like 2 hours before I had to go to work, just so I could do them. Right? And then I'd stay up like an hour and a half later just so I could do those. And it literally fixed my whole mindset. I'm telling you, like, I went for like 6 years straight, just always like depressed, very anxious, didn't believe in myself, to like this new character I call myself the king now, because I've developed into the king mindset. So this is kind of like the 2.0 version of me, the king. Confident, believes he could do anything. I believe I can do anything, literally anything. And believe just good energy. Anxiety's not a thing. Like, why would I be anxious when I'm literally the fucking king? So anxiety's not even in my vocabulary. Depression's not in my vocabulary. I just can't be depressed or anxious. I can't. It's not in me anymore. And yeah, and what I can say is, it's all a mindset. Like, you feel how you let yourself feel. I wouldn't control my thoughts. So I would say a lot of you guys, probably like 99% of the population, is not really conscious. You guys are just letting your thoughts roam. You guys don't control your mind. You guys don't control your thoughts. You guys are just literally unconscious. Like, you're just letting life come at you. I would say that's literally 99% of you. So yeah, that's what I could say is it's all a mindset thing. Just learning that. And then, so after March 13th, I read that book, or I listened to it. I took notes for like 8 hours, right? And I did every single ritual every day. And then like 3 days into that, I started my own agency.
Can redesign.
Started my own agency. Let me tell you, I loved every part of doing the agency. I loved every part of it. But I worked for 3 months, 12 hours a day, 6 or 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, 6 or 7 days a week, for 3 months. $0, $0, zero buckaroonies. Literally, while I was at work, I was cold calling the whole time. And so yeah, 3 months of that, just nothing. But I didn't quit. There's no quit in me anymore. I did not quit. But what I did is bought into a mentorship, so $3,000, because I was at the point where I was like, I gotta be doing something wrong. I have to be doing something wrong. There's no way I've made this many cold calls, worked this many hours, and made $0. So I bought into a mentorship. And it's like a sales mentorship, info sales. So it's teaching info sales, right? And I did that for a month. Probably ran like literally 20 role plays a day, 20 mocks a day. Probably like 25 applications sent out. And at this point, I pretty much stopped my agency. I was like, okay, I just need to learn sales. Like, I just have to do this. I can't miss a step. I've worked 3 months, no results. I have to learn sales. So that's what I did. Learned sales. And now this is like my second month in. I'm on a good offer. Selling like an AI course. Would you look at that? But the key part about that is, yes, I'm selling an AI course, but I have access to the AI course also. So I paid for the sales mentorship, and then I have this mentorship completely free. And on this, I've already hit $1,000 days. Like, next month, I'll be on track to make a 15 to 20K month. I'll have. Right? Is that not crazy to you? Literally February, like I said, I was broke. Literally rock bottom. Broke. First girl that I had feelings for left. Love screenshot. Depressed. Didn't know what I was gonna do in my life. Didn't know what I was going to do. Right? And literally 6 months later, I'm on track to have a 15 to 20K month. And I'm going to start my agency back up. Run that up. It's like 100K a month. So the main part of this is, if you don't quit, you cannot lose. Doesn't matter where you are. Everybody's path is going to be different. Everybody's story is going to be different, but there's one thing. If you do not quit, you cannot fail. Okay? And just like I said in my other videos, the next thing I'm going to call out is I will be famous. I will be fucking famous. And before I die, within these next 5 to 6 years, I'll be over $100 million. So, those are just fast tracing to the future, what's gonna happen. But let's not get distracted here. I tend to get distracted. The main point of this video is, if you do not quit, you cannot lose. Right? I literally 6 months ago, like, it's not even that long ago, 6 months ago, was toting guns, selling weed, depressed, anxious, weak-minded. $0, failed investment, girl left, not know where I'm going. You know, this could literally go on forever if I broke it down. But the only thing that really changed is my mindset. Right? Yeah, obviously there was stuff along the way that helped me change that. But the main key thing is my mindset changed, my perspective on life changed, and ultimately my results changed. So I'm not gonna say I'm not anything special, because I believe I'm pretty special, but I'm going to say that you could also do this. Like, it's not just held to me. The mind is literally the most powerful thing in the universe. Realistically, it is. It's the most powerful thing in the universe. And it's the one thing in the universe that you can control. You can't control anything else. You can control your mind. So, my goal for you, if you're seeing this, is just to really track your thoughts. Like, start being in charge of your own mind. Stop just letting it roam around. You're literally a bot if you let that happen. You're an NPC. So take charge of your thoughts. If a weak thought comes in, saying like, oh, you're not good enough, oh, you can't do this, you literally crush it and replace it with an empowering thought that benefits you, that you can get something off of. Because you don't get anything off of like these limiting beliefs that I can't do this. Like, first of all, it's a lie. It's not real. It's just a belief. It's a lie, and it doesn't benefit you at all. You don't get anything from that but a sad, miserable life. And another thing is just take the best move. Think of it as like chess. The best move. Always play your best move. And that comes down to, do I sit on the couch? Or do I go do this work when I don't want to? In video games, honestly, dude, if you're 18 and you're still playing video games, it's just pathetic. Like, it's really pathetic as fuck. Like, all you're doing is wasting. We don't have enough time to do shit like that. You're wasting your time, first of all. Second of all, you're not like gaining a valuable skill. You're just wasting fucking time. We don't have enough time to be wasted. So if anything, replace that with something like learning a language, learning a new skill, learning a skill that you can fucking benefit off and it can make you money. And money is not everything. Read a book. Money is almost everything. I take that back. Money is almost everything. Like, if you have no money, you have no say. You have no say in your life if you have no money. So, me, I've quit my 9 to 5. So I'm just gonna say where I am now. I don't think I really made it clear. I quit my 9 to 5 2 months ago. When I first got into high ticket sales, you know why? Do you want to know why I quit before I even made any money off of sales? Because I had belief in myself. I knew it was going to happen. I already knew it was going to happen. All right? And that's why it did happen, because I knew it would. That's why it happened. If I didn't think I would, if I didn't know I would, I wouldn't. It just wouldn't happen. But I did. and I took action, so it did happen. Now my second month in, I'm literally my second month in. I've had multiple $1,000 days. Multiple. In one day, $1,000. I used to make $1,100 a week, working 90 hours a week. I think that day I worked, my last $1,000 day, I think I worked literally 10 hours. And I'm just fucking on Zoom, on Google Meet, just talking to people. It's so easy. I'm literally just talking to people. And I enjoy it. And I can set my own schedule. And I pretty much wake up whenever I want. But if you're getting into like remote sales, don't think you can be lazy. Don't think it's just like something that you can just half-ass. No. You need to take this more serious than a regular job if you want to make any money. Right? So that's just one thing I want to clear up, because a lot of people sell their course on like, oh, like you can just half-ass it and make 20K. No. I'm literally the hardest worker. I'm the top performer on my team. Top performer on the sales team. Right? But I put in the most hours. I put in the most hours. That's just what I do. I put in the most hours, period. And I make more money. Which I don't know what the other people on the team are thinking, because if someone was outperforming me by $10,000 a month, I wouldn't have it. I would not have that. So it comes down to competitiveness too. Like, how bad do you want it? How bad do you need this? What are you willing to sacrifice for this? It comes down to that also. Because like I said, I'll be the last one on the phones almost every single day. Right? I know if I wasn't the top performer on the team, I know at least I'd be working the most, putting in the most hours, doing whatever I could do to be the top rep. But not everyone has that hustle in them. But yeah, that's all. I know I haven't posted on YouTube for a while. I just wanted this to be like a more structured, straight up video, not just going on tangents. Because I know I go on a lot of those on these YouTube channels. But I did see one of my videos got like not very much views, but it got some views. So I just thought, I looked at it, I was like, okay, I can do whatever I want, really. But if I want to make a good impression, I should probably not just go on tangents and shit. So I hope this is more structured. I'm not gonna review it. I'm not gonna do none of that. Edit it. That's gay. I'm just gonna post it. I'm not even gonna rewatch it. Maybe I'll rewatch it in like a week, but I'm just gonna post it raw, uncut. That's what I do. So